Lastly, Poppy's back. Hi everyone and welcome back to Superdrug TV. I'm Nina V and I'm back for the last episode before we are back on your screens in 2022. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss an episode. We're ending the year with a Get Ready for Christmas and New Year's Eve special. We're starting the show off with Joseph, who is the global brand ambassador for Revamp, who will be showing you festive hairstyles perfect for Christmas and New Year's Eve celebrations. And we'll also be introducing you to the cult brand Juvia's Place. Lastly, Poppy is back on your screens showing you how to create the perfect Christmas party look.
Hi, my name is Joseph Cognac. I'm here with Superdrug TV. I'm the global ambassador and creative director of Revamp. I'm going to share with you 3 incredible looks with these fantastic tools we have behind me. So I'm here with my beautiful friend Claire, and we're going to be showcasing the Progloss Auto Hollywood Curler to create volume, waves, movement in a touch of a button. So simply just by turning it on, I'm going to use it around 190 degrees. It has 4 different heat settings, so you can choose depending on your hair type. The cleaner you can make the sections, the more you're going to get a sort of defined look. Now, with the curler, I want to, when I'm on the right side of the face, I actually want to just to create the curl going away from the face. So if we're looking at the hair here, you can see, if I can showcase this, so you can see by touching the right or the left, it will go either direction. So you've got here, and then you've got the other side here. Now the important thing is, when you're actually using this tool, is to recognize which way you want the hair to go. So the Revamp logo is what's going to be facing you. And so if you're doing it for somebody else, it's away from you. So what happens is you simply just take the hair and you place it into the chamber here, and you can take it right to the root, and then just by the touch of the button, disappears into the chamber. You have about 10 seconds, so if you need to check your texts, you need to do something, this is your time, you can do it, because within 10 seconds you're then going to get a perfect movement and a perfect curl as it comes out. We've got about 10% here left, so I'm going to give it to Claire. And she's got a few, maybe a couple left on the left-hand side. She puts it in, you can see the Revamp logo is facing, takes it right up to the root, and it's got that cool chamber, so she can take it right to the scalp without burning her skin. And that way it's taking it around with the touch of the button, it just simply just ravels into it. It will not get tangled because it has this soft release, so no matter what you do, it's impossible to get your hair tangled, and it has a safety element to it. So if you did put too much hair in, it would simply just stop automatically, and then you can just release it out. But you can see how simple it is. So I'm here with lovely Izzy. Now Izzy, you can see, has naturally curly hair, which is really beautiful, but often when you have naturally curly hair or frizzy hair, you want to get a beautiful, smooth blow dry. Well, this tool is fantastic. It's your perfect blow dry tool to have with you, with all the Progloss oils, which is your argan, your keratin and your coconut, infused into the ceramic barrel. Primarily with the dryer, you want to have your hair just washed and rough dried. So we're going to actually damp it down to demonstrate for you so you can see literally the way that it works best. So you can see within a couple of passes, what we're doing is we're actually drying it and styling it at the same time. So once you take it out, you can see it will just smooth it all through, and you can see here it just creates that kind of beginning of the blow dry. We're going to do this all over the head so you can see the final finish. So you can see here now with the perfect blow dry, we've got about 10% left. We've gone through it, we've dried the hair, we've smoothed the hair, and it's got that lovely gloss. So just to show you how easy it is for you to use at home, I'm going to get Izzy to do it herself. The great thing with the perfect blow dry is that it is your hair dryer, it's your styler, all in one. So we're going to actually use the Ultra Shine Wide straighteners to get the hair glossy, smooth and shiny. So here I'm literally just taking a small piece through the back here, and the rest is coming up and then kind of pinning it out the way. Generally, when you're using a heated tool, it's always good to have a bit of a heat protection. You'll find often with straighteners that if you have hair as curly as Raquel's here, often you'll need to blow dry it first. But with the Progloss Extra Shine wide plates, you can see in an instant, it's going to then straighten the hair in one pass. So we've done 90% of the hair, and now I just want to show you how easy it is that you can actually do it on yourself. So literally you can see she's got the straightener in her hand. She's going to just take a piece of hair that you can see, and just simply by smoothing it through, you can see the heat by pressing the plates through together. In one slide, you're going to get that hair super smooth, super shiny, and super sleek with the Progloss oils that are infused into there. There's another brush that I want to share with you, so I'm going to steal this away just before we finish up. And this is the Deep Form brush here. Now this is, you might have seen before in the sense that what it does, and I'm going to give it to you here, and I'll give you a section of hair. What it does is, if you're someone that doesn't want to use a straightening iron, it will smooth out your hair, but also allows you to give you volume. And simply what I'm going to get you to do is just brush your hair slowly. It's got these two bristles in there. You've got the dark bristles and the blue bristles. So the dark bristles are going to stay cool to the touch, and the blue bristles, which are infused with the Progloss oils, which is your argan, your keratin, and your coconut, which are infused into ceramic bristles. It's also got ionic technology. It's got an ionic jet, so you can do it on dry hair, and simply by brushing your hair, you're styling your hair. And you can see in a few passes, she's getting the hair smoother, she's getting the hair straighter, and it's a super easy and kind way to get your hair straight and smooth at the same time. So there you have it, your Revamp 3 looks that you can get at Superdrug for your Christmas and New Year parties.
Merry Christmas!
Hi everyone, my name is Sydney, and today I'm going to be creating a nice bronzy glam eyeshadow look and also doing my brows using some of my favourite Juvia's Place products. So first up, we're going to start off with the brows, and these are products that I literally use probably the most. I use them every single day. So the pen and the pencil are both in the shade dark brown, and then just taking the pencil, I'm just going to very lightly underline my brow. Going to kind of feather into where I've got those kind of sparse gaps just to really thicken the brow. And then what I like to do is take the next product, which is the pen, and just start to add some really realistic hair strokes, and it kind of just, yeah, brings the brows together, as you'll see. Again, press very, very gently and start adding in those hair strokes. And I think like taking the tip from the top of the brow as well, rather than going in like that, kind of just allows you to get the right kind of pressure, just so you're not going in and putting in really harsh lines. But yeah, as you'll see, like you can see the difference already, and I just think that looks so realistic. Again, just going in on the left eyebrow, trying to get it to match with the right. Does anyone else literally struggle to get their brows to match? I think it's the longest part of makeup. So now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be starting by prepping my eyelids just with the Eye Prep Eye Primer. That's quite a mouthful. So just patting this in all over the eyelid. You really don't need much of this at all, as you can see. This just gives it a really nice base that makes the eyeshadows just cling on and last a lot longer. So now I've got my base down, I'm going to go in with the Rebel Honey palette, which looks like this. And it comes with 3 matte shades and 1 metallic shade. Taking any fluffy brush that you have, I'm just going to go in with this orangey shade just here, and I'm going to dust that kind of all over the lid. You just kind of want to follow your eye shape, as you can see here. I'm just going to take that lighter shade with the same fluffy brush and just kind of start to fluff out the edges. And you want to use really light motions for this, so don't press too hard, because then you will get kind of a little harsh line. So now I've got that all blended in, I'm going to go back in with the Eye Prep Eye Prime just to do a little half cut crease. I want to take like any concealer brush that you've got, just with like a rounded edge, and pop a little bit of the product onto that. And just tapping that on, I'm just going to start to cut just slightly above where my natural crease sits, and just really carefully kind of creating and following that same shape, just to create the illusion of a bigger eyelid. So with that same concealer brush, I'm now just going to dip into that nice gold metallic shade, and then just pat that directly on top of where you've just popped that eye base. And then as you get to the end, you can kind of just go like that and kind of blend it in like so. Just gonna finally go in with that darkest shade. So I'm still gonna take a fluffy brush, but it's gonna be slightly smaller, and we're just gonna pop it on the outer corner. And to get the colour on, I've just gone in with patting motions, which is gonna look something like that. And then you can go back in with that initial fluffy brush and just start to work it in. And then this is what you're going to end up with, kind of like some Lion King vibe going on, but with the residue just on that eyeshadow brush. I'm just going to take that underneath the eye as well. Obviously no eye look is complete without mascara and lashes, so I'm just going to pop off camera just to pop them on, and then I will be back. Okay, so I've just added the finishing touches, and this is what the eye makeup looks like. I really hope this little mini tutorial has been helpful for you. Yeah, I just really can't rate these products enough, and I actually think the little honey palette is probably my favourite. Like, it's so easy to just travel around with, and I think these shades are just like perfect for every day, and they just match with all colours. So yeah, I hope it was helpful and you managed to pick up a few tips.
Hi guys, my name is Poppy Rawson, and you may recognise me from episodes 34 and 35. Today I'm going to be filming a really exciting festive Christmas makeup look, and I'm going to be using all the brands and all the products that you can find at Superdrug. Make sure to stay tuned throughout the tutorial because there are some incredible deals you do not want to miss. So let's get on with it. The foundation I'm going to be using today is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Foundation. The shade I'm going to be using today is Golden Beige, so I'm just going to apply this and just buff this into the skin, and as you can see, it just gives you a really incredible smooth application. It sets down really, really nicely, and other products apply really nicely on top of it as well. Next, I'm going to be going in with the multitasking concealer. I have two shades here, so I have Ivory and I also have Nude, and these are going to work really well for both areas of the face. So I'm going to use the darker one on my face as almost like a little bit of a concealer, and then the brighter one underneath my eyes and down the center of my face to kind of brighten up. You want to remember, if you're going out for a Christmas party look, that you may have flash photography and you want to capture those highlights. One other thing I really love about this concealer is the size of the doe foot applicator. It just allows for more control, more coverage, and a much more seamless finish. So this is the foundation and concealer on the skin. As you can see, my skin just looks so flawless and so smooth. And so next I'm going to go in and complete my eyes. I'm going to be using this palette here from Rimmel, and I love the fact that it has this really fun cranberry shade in the middle, which is what I'm going to use pretty much all over my lids today. It's Christmas, you kind of have to go with the cranberry vibes, right? So first I'm going to go in with the mid shade in the palette and just apply a little bit all over the lid. This is going to act as a really incredible primer and just make the rest of the shadows blend really seamlessly together. Next, I'm going to take the darkest shade. This is a really beautiful brown maroon kind of shade with a little bit of a grey undertone. This is going to look gorgeous on the outer corner of the eye to add a little bit of dimension and also a little bit through the socket as well. Then lastly, I'm going to take the cranberry shade in the middle, the one shade we're all excited about. I'm going to pat this all over the lid, especially focusing in the center of the lid. And then I'm also going to run a little bit of this underneath the eye and just smoke it out ever so slightly. And then the last thing I'm going to do is take the top highlight shade in the palette. So the really beautiful champagne-y silver shade. I'm going to put this on the inner corner of my eyes, really work this in, and then also on the brow bone, as well as just running it a little bit underneath to kind of blend out a bit of that pink. So now that I have my eyeshadows on, I'm going to go in with mascara. So today I'm going to be using both the Masterpiece Max mascara, that's the high volume and definition mascara. So I have an incredible deal for you guys. You can get a free black Masterpiece Max mascara when you spend £12 on Max Factor products. This is going to be available until the 29th of December, and this is while stocks last, so you do not want to miss out on this. Another really incredible deal that you guys will not want to miss out on is that you can get a free Rimmel Scandalized Mascara in black if you spend £10. The lip liner I'm going to be using today is this one. This one is from Rimmel, and it's the Lasting Finish lip liner in the shade 505 Red Dynamite. As you can see with this lip, it's just a beautiful colour that you could just wear on its own and it's going to last you all night, or you can layer it with lipsticks. I am going to go in with 01 because this is a Christmas party look and I have to do a pop of red. It wouldn't be a Christmas makeup look or any makeup look in general really with me if I didn't apply bronzer of some description. So today I'm going to be going in with Rimmel's Natural Bronzer. I'm going to add a little bit of warmth, especially around the cheekbone area, just to add a little bit of dimension. Look at that colour. I'm going to just bronze my forehead a little bit as well. I'm also going to do like my neck and chest. You have to remember to just blend everything together. Do the top of my nose, and don't forget your ears actually, because if you don't bronze your ears it's gonna look a little bit weird. So all I'm gonna add to finish off this look is actually a powder, and well, we have to go with the cult classic, don't we? So I'm gonna be using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. So I'm just gonna use this to soften any edges of the bronzer, to powder just any areas I really want to make sure stay all day and all night. This is a really good tip as well. If you do find you go a little bit heavy with your bronzer and you don't want to go back in with your foundation brush, is just take a little bit of powder and just soften up over the top, and voila. So to finish off this look, it wouldn't be a me makeup tutorial without some glow. So I am going to be taking the Rimmel highlighter. It's called the Rimmel Highlight. Look at that blinding highlight. Look at that, oh my goodness. Just gonna like add it to the brow bone a little bit, kind of like a little bit of a forehead highlight as well. And because our chest is out, I'm going to actually just apply a little bit to the collarbones here, just a little bit on the chest. I'm just gonna do the same thing here, a little bit on the cupid's bow as well. So now the makeup look is complete, but a look is never complete without your nails as well. So today I actually used nail polish from Sally Hansen, and I'll do a little close-up so you can see them, but they are basically their miracle gel polishes, and I used 3 products today. So the first one I used was this really gorgeous maroon red shade in the shade Wine Stock. I then also used this gorgeous gold glitter, and this is in the shade Sunken Treasure, just to kind of dabble on there a little bit of a Christmas, festive vibe, and then I finished it off with the top coat. You can also get a free Sally Hansen gel top coat if you spend £10 on Sally Hansen, and it's until stocks last, so make sure you don't miss out and grab yours. So there you have it guys, my Christmassy festive makeup look with Superdrug today. Don't forget to check out all of the deals that I mentioned, as they will be valid until stocks last from the 29th of December. And that's it for me guys, so Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a really happy New Year. Bye guys!
So that's the last episode of 2021. I've loved hosting the last show of the year with you. Thank you so much for having me. Be sure to follow us on socials so you can keep an eye out on when we are back on air in 2022. Merry Christmas from me and the Superdrug team, and a Happy New Year. See you guys in 2022.